BPM 147 root note. Today we're making a hip hop instrumental beat. Scuba gear on. I'm diving in. Alright, guys, I just want to say first and foremost again, because I made a pop video last week, and go check that out if you haven't seen it. But also, is that I want to start off with that it's not mixed. This using Logic here, so whatever you see on here already that is blued means it's on. If it's grayed, it's off. Is that already came or was already basically installed with the instruments or whatever I was using here. Everything I'm using today is stock in Logic, so if you have Logic, you already pretty much have these. But if you don't have Logic, don't worry about it, guys. It's pretty simple, so you can definitely make this, recreate this, or make switch ups or whatever you want, your own version of it, on your own in your own DAW. So I started with this Afro-Cuban piano sound, and what I did was I just played a simple chord progression here. And like I said, I am not good at music theory. I'm also not good at knowing exactly what the chord progressions are. That's why I said root note is A. But let's take a listen. All right, don't fall asleep on me yet. It gets better, trust me. But is that if you know what that chord is, then just drop it in the comments. I definitely am looking to learn that more often, but I can't stop the music, so I got to keep going. From there, let's hit up this other accompanying. You know, I just copied and pasted it, but let's add these connect chords on here. And I think that was an ARP. If I'm no, it's in rhythmic and then it's connected chords, but it's probably an ARP too. So with that, it kind of sounds a little dreamy or whatever. It definitely has an underwater effect, so it accompanies with that Afro-Cuban piano. Then it sounds like this. Right, so the Cuban piano's in the front, the connect chords is a little bit in the back, but it definitely adds some atmosphere to it. Let's see what kind of kick I'm pairing it up with. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Hopefully, you're still not snoozing. And is that's just Cynthia Kick 2 from Logic here. Definitely got to get some snares in here because there is songs without snares, but it'd be kind of weird as well. But if the client wants it, then the client wants it without snares. All right, so everything played out in the chord of A here. Just keep that in mind. And then that's the kick. This is the snare here is A as well. And then that kick is pretty, I mean, that snare is pretty thin, just like how I had it on the pop version of my instrumental last week. But what you want to do is just double it up, or you don't. It's up to you. You're creating your own thing, so just go with whatever feels right for this. I just wanted to make sure that my snare kind of pops out a little bit, but I want a kind of unique sound, if that makes sense. So that's why I double up my snares here. Let's hear them separately. And then together. So there you go. There's your BOGO snares. And then let's bring back in the kick. What did I have? I got the piano, the chords. Let's hear how it sounds. All right, you're getting somewhere now, right? And then hopefully your client's already starting to write in the back there, whatever type of couch setup you got, whatever lounge type setup you got. And then from there, let's go to the hi-hats, right? Let's get that rhythm in there. I want to tell you about these hi-hats is that They're mainly in A as well. You want to just make sure you stay in your root note here. But then the switch ups, the differential parts with the skips goes down to G and then A minor as well, just to give it a little bit of extra texture when you're hearing it, so that when they come in, they kind of come in like your sloppy cousin. You know what I mean? He's like barging into the door and then he's asking where the rest of the beer is at. But let's check it out. So now we got some rhythm, and then now it leaves up for the rapper to do like quick staccatos or something like that, or maybe like a Eminem style, like a rapid style if they want to. You could also just go against it and just kind of like do a smooth, slower style as well. But we need some bass in here. Let's definitely get some bass in here and make sure that your subs are still working. If they're not, I feel for you because that happened to me too. I'm going with Alphabet City Boundless Bass. Sorry, guys. And I think I went with that in the pop video. I got to double check, but let's hear it. Okay, sorry, I had to clear my throat through that. But from there is a shaker, right? Why did I put this shaker in here? And actually, let me just quickly say I got my color codes here just to keep organized. And then anything in blue on the left is going to be my percussion. Anything in the green here is going to be the instruments that I played. And then a little orange or red FX, however you see that. Um, is the shaker. Let's get the shaker back in. And basically, this is going to be every other. And then it's going to just basically, first of all, like I said, you always want to kind of have placeholders in your instrumental so that the artist knows where the hook is, where to differentiate stuff, where to section off stuff. But also is that this could be replaced with a vocal piece as well. You just kind of want to like push your artist in sort of a direction and then they'll just take the rest. But like I said, you just want to make it as easy as possible for your vocalist. So, right, you're probably thinking of DJ Mustard type A, you know what I mean, that usually fills in that spot. Hey, I can't really do that well, but is that it kind of I don't know. It kind of essentially breaks up the rhythm a little bit, but also adds to it. It's weird, but it sounds good. All right, what else do we got for the hook part? Not in the verses, you'll see later, is that we got this meteor shower. Where did this come from? Synth basics, guys. We're getting pretty basic, but the way I played this is actually from the end note, which is sorry, I gotta look at my MIDI keyboard here. A, you got C, and then E, right? Like I said, I'm not the best at that chord progression stuff, but so from E, C, A. And then what you're doing is you're essentially, if your chord is going this way, you're coming back down with it for the hook to create that different, part of it. I'm not good at chords and stuff like that, but I do know that works because it's within the chord progression. Does that make sense? I hope so. From there, just throwing some effect, Let's switch it up with the effect. I don't think that's muted. I think that one's muted. Good, because I don't want that on there. But this is how it sounds. All right, so that is the hook. That's all the instruments. That's everything on there. The only thing else I got on here that you guys are probably noticing if you're sleuthing it up, investigation, some ID channel on here is sorry, super quickly. It's a snare roll. Where is it? It's right here. Let's get that. Let's just actually unsolo everything. I know there's a way to do that with some short keys, but I just came up with from Reason to Logic recently, so yikes. What is going on here? I'm having a major malfunction. There it is. My snare roll's right here, and then basically it is a pretty simple snare roll. I do want to say the only thing I did, and usually I don't use a lot of automation, is that I put it on this because I just kind of want the pitch to go down a little bit. I'll show you that super quick. Definitely hit the wrong thing, and it's just right there, and all you gotta do is just hit you gotta write or latch, and then you just want to go to your pitch there and then just write it in. But let's hear how that sounds with the intro right into the hook. Right, so that's pretty much the beat in its entirety. Let's just hear some switches real quick, and just keep in mind, guys, I just made this actually earlier today, and then just wanted to make sure I had this video for you guys, but I don't have a client for it, is what I'm saying. So if you're hearing something that you think you can throw some vocals on it, if something's coming to your mind, then let's just definitely network. I'm so sick of this repeating thing, so let's go. All right. I mean, that's pretty much it, but it's definitely has all the feeling in it, and then the rest is just up for a vocalist, a rap artist to get on that and just rock it, to be honest. Just totally flame this thing out because that's what it needs. But so let's hear the outro as well. I probably should have put the first part in orange. I'll do that later. But is that what's switched up there? Nothing really, except with the limited stuff I got on here. Just try to create a different vibe. Just try to create a different feeling at the end, and just kind of wind down for sure at the same time. I got a little cliffhanger ending here as well, but is that you just want to make sure it's not too repetitive to where the listener is like, oh my god, I'm like essentially sick of this beat by now. So let's hear. So that is it. Pretty basic. Like I said, I don't really know chord progressions, but just made that up. Just try to learn the basics as much as you can, and then just start working, to be honest. I've been making music for a long time, but is that I probably just never really worked on my chord progressions a lot throughout that time. So I want to let you know that my cat's in the back here just scratching for no reason, but maybe it wants me to throw on some of those scratches onto this. You're not a DJ. But anyways, till next time, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and mix this, and then I'll have that video for you right here at the end. If you want to skip straight to the final version as well, always right here to do so. So thanks a lot, guys.